Ever had that moment? When a routine software update suddenly breaks something really important in your business workflow.
Oh, absolutely. It's a sinking feeling, isn't it? Especially with critical business software.
Right. And that's exactly what we're diving into today. We're looking at the hidden bumps in the road during software upgrades, specifically how they can mess with automated workflows.
It's a really common frustration. These systems, they often have these intricate, customized processes built right in.
And upgrades can just throw a wrench in the works.
Exactly. The delicate balance gets disrupted.
So this brings us to the experience of Mohammed Kalim. He's a software engineer, specializes in Acumatica development.
Okay.
And with about a year and a half working deep in customizations, integrations, he ran right into this problem during an Acumatica upgrade.
Sounds like a classic scenario. So
Yeah.
what's the focus for us today?
We're looking at the core problems Kalim found, and maybe more importantly, the practical steps his team took to sort things out.
Good stuff. So what were the main issues they actually faced after this upgrade went live?
Well, the biggest headache was broken automation. Simple as that. Changes in the new Acumatica version meant some actions weren't there anymore.
Or they worked differently?
Exactly. Which caused custom workflows, the ones tailored to the business, to just fail.
Like hitting a dead end on a familiar road?
Yeah, a good way to put it. And we're not talking minor glitches here.
No, I imagine not. What else went wrong?
Well, custom automation steps, the ones designed to kick off based on certain conditions, they stopped firing.
Why?
Because the underlying statuses or maybe the triggers in the system itself had changed with the upgrade.
Ah, so the rules the automation was following were suddenly outdated.
Pretty much. The rulebook got rewritten under the hood, and then there were the approval maps.
Okay, the pathways for getting sign-offs. Crucial stuff.
Super crucial. They broke too. Sometimes because fields they needed were renamed or just gone.
The definitions changed.
Exactly. The definitions of key statuses within those workflows got updated. So what the system understood as approved or pending, for instance, might have shifted.
Right, so the logic was fundamentally altered. And the real-world impact.
It was felt immediately. Customers started reporting delays, big delays in getting approvals.
Bottlenecks.
Yeah, serious bottlenecks slowing down their whole operation. Think about orders just sitting there, stuck, because the approval couldn't go through.
Ouch. Okay, so that's the problem. How did Kalim and the team figure out the fix? What was the approach?
It had to be methodical. First step, they really had to dig into the new version,
Yeah.
understand the standard, the out-of-the-box workflows.
Learn the new rules before fixing the custom plays.
Exactly. They mapped out all the changes, new statuses, different transitions, the conditions controlling them.
Okay, get the lay of the land.
Then they went through each custom automation step one by one, carefully adjusting them.
Aligning them with the new reality.
Right. Making sure they worked with the new statuses, the new actions. Kalim mentioned using something specific, override void.
A technical detail for handling changes, maybe like cancellations differently.
Something like that, yeah. And then reconfiguring the workflow logic using those updated status definitions. It wasn't just a quick fix.
No, it sounds like detailed work needing real technical understanding. What about the approval maps?
They basically had to rebuild them, make sure they pointed to the right fields, use the updated status conditions, like redrawing the flowchart.
Makes sense. Did they test this thoroughly?
Absolutely crucial step. They used a sandbox environment, a safe copy of the system.
Right. Test without breaking the live system.
And they got customers involved in that testing phase, too, to make sure the revised workflows actually matched how they worked day to day.
Smart. Real-world validation.
Yeah.
So what was the final result for the customers?
It was pretty much immediate relief. Things started working smoothly again.
Seamless workflows.
Back to seamless execution. Productivity jumped back up because automation and approvals were reliable again.
Those delays disappeared.
Vanished. And maybe just as important, it really boosted the customer's confidence about future upgrades. They knew these issues could be managed.
Yeah, that confidence is huge. It really highlights how vital a proactive, detail-focused approach is for these upgrades, especially with customized systems.
It really does. So, if you're listening and this sounds familiar, maybe you're facing similar automation headaches during upgrades, or you just want to make sure your next transition is smoother.
Less disruptive.
Exactly. It's probably worth reaching out for some expert guidance.
Definitely. Having someone who knows the potential pitfalls can save a lot of trouble.
And on that note, Tiana Solutions, they have the kind of experience needed to navigate these complexities. Might be worth checking them out to help keep your business running smoothly through any upgrade.